Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on what you can expect in the week ahead. So over the next 7 days, some stuff that you can focus on that may come up, or things, when things come up, there may be something that triggers you and be like, oh yeah, like I'm supposed to focus on this about a situation, things like that. I'll also be pulling some love message cards from the different signs you may be dealing with, and some charms as well. I do apologize. I have been in and out of losing my voice the past couple days. I had, it's either allergies, one, could be, very possibly, though I'm not sneezing or anything else like that, or I had a pretty intense experience like right before this happened, that it did involve a lot of channeling in my crown chakra, so I don't know if it's just forcing things to flow. Why am I telling you guys all this? Sorry. My sinuses are basically just draining down my throat, which has messed up my voice. So at this point, sometimes I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate if you're still sitting here listening to me yammer on about this. Is it ascension or is it something else? Or, is it spiritually related or not? So I like to play that fun game on the daily now. Anywho, so that's the deal with my voice. I hope everybody's well. I feel fine, so don't worry. I'm good. I sound like someone going through puberty. Anywho, so we have 3 piles today. We have pile 1, which is this lovely piece of amethyst geode, stunning. We have pile 2, which is the chrysanthemum stone. So it has like a fossilized impression of a chrysanthemum flower on it. And then 3, I have a graphic amazonite. I know some people say amazonite, so tomato. I say amazonite. It's just easier for me to flow off my tongue. So again, we have 3 piles of pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Please just take a deep breath. Focus in on wherever you're being drawn to. If you're being drawn to more than one pile, you could have messages in more than one pile. You could have a big week. There could be something in one of the other piles that just was pertinent to you and that you needed to hear. So feel free to watch more than one. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Sometimes if you're having a hard time deciding, something about the numbers will ring true to you. So you can pick that way. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take a moment and I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys pick this beautiful, beautiful piece of amethyst. Amethyst is actually one of my personal all-time favorite crystals ever. Like, obsessed with it. Love it. So, what can you guys expect in the week ahead? If you didn't hear my intro, I apologize for my crazy voice. Just having some drainage, which is sinus drainage, which is messing up my voice from... It just is. So I feel fine. I'm not sick. I'm good. So just bear with the in and out of, I sound like I'm going through puberty. So, all right. What can you guys expect? Or that I've smoked a lot of cigarettes, which I don't do. What can you guys expect for the week ahead? You guys, for your tarot, to start with, you guys have the King of Spring, which is the King of Pentacles, and Unity, which is traditionally the Hierophant. I'm using the, what deck is this? It's by Redley Valentine. This is the Fairy Tarot cards. That's what I'm using today for the reading. So, there is going to be the word that I'm mainly getting is support, and it's going to come in 2 main ways for you guys this week. There could be financial stability support or some sort of support in your grounding. By that is like you're going to be feeling very like sure-footed. this week. And it also may come in from like a mentor, possibly a spiritual mentor, but there's going to be someone coming in to assist. They may be two separate people or situations, because sometimes these aren't necessarily people, but there's just something that's coming in. But you guys are going to be feeling very supported, very guided. We also may, the Hierophant is Taurus, and Pentacles are an earth sign, so you guys could be dealing with a Taurus as well, or you may be a Taurus, but there's just this sense of like grounding, support. You're going to be feeling very secure this week. You may have not been feeling this at all, so this could be a welcomed message for a lot of you guys where you felt like your footing was unsure. But this week it's going to be, you're going to be doing the right things, you're going to be moving in the right direction, and you're going to feel like you have support all the way around you from different. I'm feeling like this is more than one thing or more than one person kind of coming in and really helping you see your movement forward and making you feel comfortable in those steps you need to take that you've maybe been contemplating on or unsure of. It's going to be a week of just feeling certain that you aren't going to fail. You're not going to fall, that kind of thing. Like there is no wrong choice. Like we never really make wrong choices. I know sometimes it's hard for people to grasp that concept, but we really don't. We just make different choices that lead us in a little bit different path. But just this week, you guys are feeling very, very secure in your movement forward. And this also could be someone, some of you guys may be looking into advancing and higher learning as well, because sometimes the Hierophant is about that, even though I feel like a lot of you guys will be getting a mentor or just a supporter in your mission. But it could be also just pushing you towards looking into developing whatever this is that you're working on. A lot of you guys, I do feel like this spiritual kind of thing lately, but you're going to have that helper, that guiding force, and either that's going to be a person, maybe a program's going to come up, something that's going to spark your interest and be like, oh, this is it. This is what I needed to move forward. Like that's basically going to unfold in a beautiful way for you this week. All right, so let's see what we have next. This kind of definitely goes with that. Okay, so we have Sacred Reverence and Divine Matrix. Wow. Okay. I might have to pull the book for these. I know a lot of these, but I want to make sure I don't miss this. I apologize. I'm having a brain lapse on something. Okay. And basically you guys are divinely guided this week as well. Like it's that sense of serendipity is going to be coming in. So the Sacred Reverence, I'm being told that the key that you need to unlock everything is coming this week, but you also have to follow your heart and trust, as if you guys have probably already been planting the seeds here. We have a picture of Earth and stuff, so also the Earth, that Earth sign, that supported, grounding feeling. If you are feeling scattered and have felt scattered and haven't been able to figure out how to get out of your head, I'm being guided to bring up the just look into different grounding techniques. Walk barefoot outside. That's a huge one. But really connect with nature. If you can't get outside, try to bring some of nature in, like a plant or, crystals, something like that, that helps you feel grounded. A lot of like either red or like a black obsidian, black tourmaline, things like that will help ground you as well. So if you're feeling very much in your head, maybe keep something like a crystal like that on your person or on yourself to kind of help keep you grounded if you're feeling too much in your head. That may just be for a one-off for one or two people that you're unsure of how to ground, but they're just saying like ground in the earth, that the earth is here to support you. And the key to unlocking all this is coming this week, the key to unlocking your heart. So in this picture, like the earth is in the shape of a heart. And I don't necessarily feel like this is a romantic kind of message. I just feel like this is following your passion, following your purpose. What lights you up on the inside is kind of like this, but it's going to feel very grounded this week. And then the Divine Matrix is like this beautiful woven tapestry of life. And they're also asking you to take a broader view. If you can't see the answer, to step back a little bit and look at it with a new vision. That's been coming up a lot too in readings. Is trying to see things differently, like adjusting your vision just slightly. Not that you need to throw out your whole perspective on life, but maybe a tweak, but looking at something broader. Like if you can't see the whole picture, sometimes you're looking too closely, right? So they're like, focus out and look at it with like a new sense of wonderment, like an awe of how this is all working. This is also a lot about synchronicities that are coming in, and looking in, we have 44 on here as well. So looking for those and really tapping into what messages you're trying to get. So for those of you that do feel like, well, actually for everybody, you can have a fun little experiment with this. Sometimes we'll look up angel numbers, stuff like that. I'm a big advocate of that. But lately I've been hearing a lot about trusting your own inner voice. So say you hit a synchronicity, like something on a clock, something like that. I want you to stop and just kind of take a couple deep breaths, if you can, and ask yourself, okay, I see the synchronicity. What is it I need to know? And just try to be clear about it and just open to whatever comes, and whatever thought comes up. And you can ask a specific question. And whatever thought comes up, trust that that's a form of guidance from your team. Like they're trying to tap in. They're like, hey, we're here. Use us. You don't have to just use us in meditation. You can use us all the time. Talk to us all the time. We're always here. We're always interested in what's going on in your life, and we want to help, but you have to ask. So it's like that kind of, and as I'm saying all this, I have buzzing in my ear, like they're like so excited that I'm saying this. So hopefully this is really resonating with you guys. But allow them to be part of the journey. Like they're all, you have a team of beings, souls, light, whatever you want to call it, and they all want to help, and they're all rooting for you, and they're so excited when you allow them in. You allow them to help with this journey, and are open to their help when they give you little numbers. So maybe try that this week. Try, if you're open to that. If you don't want to, you don't have to do anything. But just if you get a synchronicity, stop and be like, I know a lot of people talk about, well, think about what you're thinking or blah, blah, blah. I want you just to stop, take a couple deep breaths, kind of clear your mind and try to connect with them, and just accept that you can. Don't question it, and just be like, either ask a question that you're unsure of or need guidance on, or what is it that I need to know? And just kind of just trying to breathe through it for a moment. Don't don't get anxious about it. And if something comes, accept that it is. If nothing comes, just let it go and try it again later. And it might just be like this new little exercise that you and your team can work together to build this more beautiful relationship. Okay, so hopefully that was really resonated for something, because that came through in such a beautiful, pure way. So I really hope that helps somebody. And I'm actually going to be doing it myself. All right, so the next card you guys have, another focus this week, is meditation. So if you haven't meditated thus far, meditation can look differently for everyone. It's not always, this form of person like sitting here, silently. If you're the type of person where this isn't just possible, you just can't sit still, then think of something that you do that helps you lose yourself in it. And that could be dancing. Some people that's cleaning. For me, for whatever reason, washing dishes. I get the best inspiration that comes through. But it's just a way of just like relaxing your mind and just allowing. Or if you're interested in meditating, then look into it. Guided meditations are always best for starting. There's a couple really cool people. I actually was a part of a really awesome one on TikTok last night that is done a weekly. If you guys are interested, in comment, I can give you more information on that. But it's just such a beautiful practice. But again, don't beat yourself up if yours doesn't look the way everyone else's does, because everyone's journey is different. That's something we all have to start accepting and understanding, and not beating ourselves up about or judging others about how they need to do something for them when it is connecting. It's going to look different for everyone. But I'm just being guided to just really, to honor yourself and to tap into yourself and to check in with yourself, because your soul always knows. Okay, so the next thing, this is a little more of a love part. So friendship is popping up. So you could have a lot of friendships coming in. You could be developing more of a friendship with the person that you do love. But I just feel like friendships are going to be a big pinnacle for you this week. Maybe that's that support coming in, or you could be meeting a new person that supports you in such a beautiful way this week, and such a beautiful friendship and connection. And this is the number on this card is 23, which reduces down to 5, which is the number of change. So there could be that change coming in. You may have had to let a recent friend or someone go, and it might be hard to do, but I feel like something new is coming in because of letting go of something old, and so something new is stepping in. Like there's going to be a change in a dynamic, or possibly for a lot of you guys, I feel like there's just going to be this new friendship that comes in that's going to be very beautiful and really help you, and it could be this Taurus type person, this grounded energy. So let's excuse me, move on to, actually I want to do love messages. I know you guys love this part. Everybody wants to know about love. So I'm going to pull a message for each of the group signs, like air, water, fire, earth. So and what your person want to say. So if you're dealing with, we'll start with earth. If you're dealing with the earth sign, what does your earth sign want to say? Oh, you guys got 2 cards. It says, I keep myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. And I made a mistake. Now I'm living with consequences. I regret it. I really do. So that's from an earth sign. You don't have to have someone for each of these. Next would be water signs. What does the water sign want to say for pile 1? Please understand that I was in pain. I never meant to ruin things. I never meant to ruin us. All right, so fire. I'm truly sorry for my words and actions. We have a lot of people with some regret this week with you guys. And then for air, what would an air sign want to say for pile 1? I'm thinking about you right now. Well, that's fitting for that air sign being in their head. All right, so we're going to move on to charms. Actually, nope, I forgot. I was guided to, right before I started, to pull my Starseed deck out and pull a card extra just for everybody. So what is the Starseed message for pile 1? Why was I guided to pull these out? What other message can we add into their week, please? Okay. Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So if some of you guys have been carrying the weight of something, or the weight of someone else's, for some reason I'm hearing someone else's judgment, or someone else's view of what you want to do about something, that it's time to let that go. Your preconceived notions associate, like a limiting belief about what someone's going to think or what someone's going to say about what you want to do in your life. It's time to let that go because it's holding you back from moving forward. So it's not yours to carry. I'm also hearing like old pain that, and a lot of you guys may have been working on shadow work, and it's almost like this story has become so much a part of you, and if it's not serving you anymore, it's okay to honor that, but also just let it go and no longer let it hold you down. It's time to float at the surface of the water and not let all this stuff bring you down. Okay, so now we're moving on to charms. It's been an interesting week ahead message. It's very, very, very more deep than I feel like I normally get, but that's who I am. So I'm trying to be more of who I am in my readings as well. So, all right. So for zodiac sign, who are you dealing with this week? Taurus. All right, guys. I don't know how much more Taurus indicator we could get for this week. That's really cool. All right, let's get some letters. Oh, they crack me up. So it could be someone that is, if they're not necessarily Taurus sun, they could have a lot of Taurus in their chart, but that person that feels very grounded and secure. But I feel like this is a very supportive energy coming in for you. I almost feel like this reading's halfway for me as well. I'm not going to lie. All right, so for letters, we have an L, a W, a Y, an N, an O, a G, and an A. So those could be someone's initials. It could be a place. It could spell words. I'm hearing like the leading the way through, log. noggin popped in my head to I'm not the best at spelling these out. I'll let you guys figure that out. Feel free if you want to add yours into the comments. I know other people read that. I don't want to get too caught up in that. And this is my first one, and my voice is already really starting to go, so try not to talk too much. All right, so for charms for pile 1 for this week, what else can they expect? All right. Ooh, we got a kiss. That's always fun. All right. Oh, my little birdhouse. Bookworm. It's that learning. There's this underlining sense of higher learning this week. And we have an elephant here, and they say elephants never forget. And sometimes for me, that's a family association too. But I'm just feeling like there's just this, I'm surprised we don't have an owl on here, but this intense knowledge that's coming in, and maybe that's the key to unlocking things for you. So, but with this birdhouse, so this little this little pen charm for me, it's a little bird in a birdhouse. It always makes me feel like someone's either renovating their home, moving to a new home, looking for something, and I have this house key as well. So you could be like getting keys, or someone could be moving in with each other. A new, like there's just something newness that has to do with the home. Coming in this week. We have the star charm. So you could be making a wish upon the star. A wish could be coming true this week. And then we have this little dragonfly, which is one of the light worker symbols. But also, I'm just hearing, look out for dragonflies. That also might be a sign that your guides are around, for the chance to use that, like, okay, I saw a dragonfly, and it doesn't have to be a physical dragonfly flying around. It could be like in a picture or something like that. You know, use that to stop and be like, do that breathing technique, check in and see what message comes through, and just trust whatever that is. Even if it seems weird, just trust it. You don't have to judge it. You don't have to run out and do that at that very second, but just something about like learning to connect with the infinite wisdom that each of us is connected. All of you guys, like what I do, all of you guys can do it. Like I'm not special, you know, I'm just allowed, or I've been in a state of allowing for a while, and it's still unfolding for me, and I still have self-doubt at times too, but it's the more I've trusted, the more I've allowed it to come in, the more it's unfolded in such a beautiful, amazing, crazy, wonderful way. So and yeah, this kiss here, so someone could be having like I am seeing like a very passionate kissing for someone. So yay for you. But it's going to be a really good week, pile 1. Very transformative, very supportive, very honoring. You're just going to, it's like all the pieces finally came together, and it's just going to fit in such a beautiful way. So pile 1, I hope that helped. I hope that gave you some insight. I hope you guys have the best week, and feel free to let me know if this is already resonating, or feel free to come back and let me know how it went, because I really, really love hearing from you guys. I do try to read all my comments. I don't always get to comment on some of them. It depends on my energy levels, because I do pick up on the energy sometimes that's left in them. And I know sometimes you guys are just venting, but I can't jump into it. But I do appreciate you guys like so much. I hope you guys do know that I am honored by anyone who takes the time to watch my videos in the most purest way. So thank you guys for being you, and have a great week, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye guys. All right, gotta get a sip of tea. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked the chrysanthemum stone. So it's this stone that has this like fossilized impression of a flower, chrysanthemum. So it's really awesome. I love it. So I wish you guys could feel it. It's like the smoothest stone, and just, I don't know. I'm just very drawn to it a lot. Okay, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, anything you guys can keep in mind. If something comes up, it may give you like some tips on how to handle that. My guides give all kinds of messages. I just let them out. I am just the messenger. I just let it flow through. So I also want to apologize for my voice. If you guys didn't hear my intro, I've just had some drainage, sinus drainage. I know that's disgusting, but it's kind of just taken my voice with it. So if I come in and out, I apologize. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel bad. It's just what's going on with me. I think I just had a lot of stuff going on in my crown chakra this past couple days that is just making everything flow. So with that said, let's jump into your guys' week. So we have the King of Summer, which is the King of Cups, and we have the Wheel. Okay, so for some of you guys, this may actually be like on this card, they say a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart and getting involved in a culture or creative endeavor. The attributes of the King of Summer is like honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted energy. So if you don't have someone specific in your life, it could just be those energies that you're feeling. You could be stepping into being devoted and honored to yourself as well. And I'm hearing like just this just following of the heart is coming this week. And again, for some of you guys, it could be a romantic partner coming in. I don't try to dive too deep into love in my week ahead ones, but hey, love's still part of life, right? Okay, so, and with the Wheel of Fortune here, so there's going to be like this shift for you guys this week. Delays are over, a sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel is what's written on this card, but it's just like the wheels of change. But the wheel for you guys, like it's turning in your favor. So there's just going to be a shift. And I don't know if it's like, it's not like the wheel's been spun, so it's like, brrr, like might not be the most massive shift this week, but it could just be like that notch, like a couple, like moving you around into like the next unfolding. And it could be like something that you, I'm hearing dream big or think big, and it almost might make you laugh that you're like, I can't believe that just happened. I put that out there and bam, I got it. Like how crazy is it? Like that's the level of like this good fortune that it's feeling that's coming in for you guys. This could, and again, it could be for love, and for other of you guys, it's just about something that you love. And or just someone giving you like some really good advice, something that clicks, something that gives you an aha moment, as in that shifts you forward. So whatever it is that comes in for you this week, it's going to be a shifting where you need to go. And I don't know I mean, some of you guys, it might be a big shift, but some of you guys just might be like a notch or two. I hope that's making sense. Like someone took a wheel and it's like click, 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 like just a couple notches in the right direction. It's going to go on this week. So for your next cards, you guys have, you have the Uncharted Sea and the Willing Release. So this might be hard for some of you guys. Both of these cards are, number one, the underlining tone is about trusting the unknown. And I get that that's scary. It's like going out to sea without a map and having no idea where you're going, and releasing the control of how it's going to happen. But trusting that the universe has your back, your guides have your back, your angels have your back, whatever you want to call them, that it's all going to unfold in the best way possible. But it's kind of like this unforeseen thing that's going to take it like a level of like a leap of faith with this. But just know that you're being supported. Your wishes are going to be coming true with this. But it's almost like a Jesus take the wheel moment, doesn't matter your religion, but I think everybody understands it's like letting go and letting God. Just trust, but it will involve you taking that step. It's not like just sitting on your couch and it's like, okay, I want change, and then not doing anything. It's going to be like, I want this thing. I'm going to take these steps. And I really hope that, that was a fun squeak, take these steps and trust, not hope, I almost said hope, trust that it's all going to unfold and you're going to be supported in the best way possible, because this wheel is turning in your favor. It just might be, you might be the one that has to shift it and take that level of just pure faith and moving in this direction that you want to go in, and trusting that it all unfolds, and you are the creator of your life. So it's all going to be unfolding in your favor this week. You guys also have candles. So with this card, I'm pretty sure the author talks about like, no, I can't remember, candle gazing, I think it's what it's called, where you like light a candle and you kind of like almost like get a little bit meditative and look into the flame and kind of just like allow like whatever comes to mind come to mind through the candles. But it's also, I'm hearing aromatherapy, just something that helps you relax, something that helps you just smell the sweetness, is what they just gave me. But you know, lighting candles, being also for some of you guys, it might be something about being sensual with candles. I saw a very hot moment for somebody, for a lot of you guys, possibly maybe with this King of Cups. Don't worry about the gender on that, but just that energy of just like this loving, but something sensual, almost very fiery coming in this week. See if any other messages come through with that. Let me look over these cards. I feel like there's something in this card. Something in this card. So pelican might be, I might need to point that out, or compass. So I know lots of people have different signifiers that they look for when they're watching a reading to know it's for them. But yeah, you're gonna have to just go on this journey. Just go where it takes you and where the wind takes you. Like, it's going to go, but you're going to have to make that step. And this is the week to do it, because it's going to be in your favor. Then for love, we have confusion. So this could be someone, unfortunately, being like, you may be dealing with someone that's been a little stuck in their head about what they want with a relationship with you, because this is one of my love cards, or you may be confused about someone. I know that's not the best to hear. I mean, the rest of the stuff is going fabulous for you guys, but there's a level of confusion when it has to deal with someone romantically. So take that as you will with that. I'm going to pull, I was guided to pull these cards out right before I did this reading, so I didn't pre-pull one, but these are my Starseed Oracle cards, so I want to pull one for pile 2. Is there any other messages for the week ahead before we get into, I'm going to be pulling love messages and charms for you guys as well. Anything else? Oop, 2 flew out, so we're going to take that. We have Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So it's kind of like, almost like observing the life that you're living, but not getting too involved in it. It's kind of what this card is about. And then you guys have the Great Severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So there may be a shift, that maybe the shift is coming in from having like a conflict, angry kind of energy, and it's softening into love. And you're also being guided to soften your edges. That's for somebody. If it's for you, I feel like someone else has told you this recently, that you need to soften your edges and come into things with a more loving approach. Take that as you will. But there's just like a need for change, a need to shift from being angry or mad about how something went down, and take a new loving approach, but also a loving approach to yourself. If you're being hard on yourself about something that you did in the past, it's not going to change anything. Learn from it, move forward, but do so in a loving way. You did what you had to do at the time for what you needed to do for yourself, but you don't need to beat yourself up for it. You can move forward and love yourself in the process, and love all the mistakes, all the good things, all of it. Like, love every bit about yourself, because it's got you to where you are right now. Yeah, this being like, I'm hearing just like, learn to detach from things instead of getting consumed by them. For you guys, that was pretty deep messages. So all right, let's move on to love messages from the signs. So I do like the sign group. So we'll start with Earth. So if you're dealing with Earth sign, what would Earth sign want to say to you? I feel so silly not silly, but to jump from a love message and from kind of the depth that these readings have been going today. So Earth sign, it says, when I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror to my soul. So if you're dealing with the Earth sign, that's what they'd want to say. If you're dealing with a water sign, ooh, you guys got 2. It says, I need you because I love you. Ooh, I can't stop thinking about you. You're on my mind 24/7. Ooh, okay. Fire sign for pile 2. You are so sexy. And we have that fiery energy Maybe whoever's dealing with that fire sign will be having that that experience that popped into my head. All right, and last but not least, we got the air signs. What would air signs want to say? I wish we could be together right now. So there's like a sense of longing coming in from the air signs. All right, so let's move to letters and charms. Okay. So for, I apologize about my voice. For the zodiac dice, this is someone that you could be dealing with this week. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. This is just someone that could be heavy, or the energy is heavy in your week. So you guys have Leo, that fire sign. Someone's getting some fun times with some fiery energy. All right, so for letters, let's see what we have for letters. Oh, we have a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. We have double letters, so that might be pertinent to somebody. So we have a G-O, we have T-T-E-E, and a B and a Y. So I'll let you guys figure out what you want from that. You can write whatever letter or words you got. If you want, these can be someone's initials. This can be a place that's important. For some reason, the double letters feels important for somebody. I'm not sure what exactly that's about, but also bi is on here. But there you go for that. Let's see. So for charms for pile 2, I'm trying to get through these because my voice is just crapping out on me. All right, let's see. So pile 2, week ahead. What other messages can we give them, please? What they need to know, focus on. Okay. We could be dealing with some star seeds, or you guys might be getting star seed information, or just wishing on the stars. Sweet. Was that somewhere in there? No. Okay. We have the number 4. We have this little globe. So I'm hearing either travel, or you're going to be thinking globally, or you may be learning about a place that you've never heard of. For some reason, you're going to be getting some interesting information about a part of the world that you didn't even really know existed. You guys have a backpack. So this is also travel for me. So some of you guys could be like, I don't know, I'm seeing someone almost making a game of it, being like, I want to travel somewhere, spinning the globe. Like, I don't know if you guys did that when you were a kid. I did. Like, where would we want to go? And like, but maybe I'm a nerd. I would spin it and like point to a place and then look up that place back when we just had encyclopedias. Yes, I'm old. And then me and my friends would look up that place on the map and learn about that. Can't say I retained any of that, but that was a fun game I would play as a kid. If anyone else did that, feel free to make me feel better by telling me so in the comments. All right, we do have a lotus flower. So the lotus, like I'm being reminded to let you guys know that a lotus blooms out of mud, out of like this thick mud that you might have felt very like, there's like that saying where like sometimes you're not buried, you've just been planted kind of thing, but you're going to be blossoming maybe you've coming through some crap that you've been through lately, but everything's going to be okay. We have this little okay hand, and then we have a little starfish and an elephant. But I'm just hearing like it's going to be this sense of blossoming. Also, lotus just might be a signifier for somebody like that. You know, like people tend to, if I see this, I know it's my reading kind of thing. So the lotus might be there for that. I also just got a message, and it says there may be more layers to a situation that you weren't aware of. So just be open if someone starts telling you something, to not necessarily just assume that you know everything about a situation, and allow them to speak their truth and allow it to unfold, because it may give you a different perspective on something. So that's advice for somebody. With this elephant here, I'm feeling very nostalgic about this. It's almost like, you know, they say elephants never forget. So there's going to be like some sort of nostalgic memory that comes up, or maybe a connection with someone from your past this week as well. And then we have this pink little starfish. Somebody may be looking at pictures of the beach, or I'm hearing in meditation you're going to find yourself on a beach, but possibly travel. Also, it's that wishing on a star kind of vibe. and we had the Lepus constellation. So a rabbit or a hare also may be important to someone watching. But there you go, guys. There are your charms and your letters, and I hope this reading helped. I hope you found it fun and enjoyable. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys that spends your time with me. It's truly an honor that you guys take time out of your day to listen to my readings. So I want you guys to know how much I truly appreciate that, and all your guys' energy and the kind words that you guys give me. It's humbling, to say the least. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Let me know if any of this resonated already, or feel free to come back and let me know if anything just like, you know, what came true for you or what was very on point, because I love hearing that as well. All right, guys, I will see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. I'm losing my voice if you're sitting there. Oh my gosh. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys have the graphic Amazonite or Amazonite, however you want to say it, but I love this. So pretty, right? All right, if you missed my intro, I have been having some sinus drainage issues. I know that's disgusting, but it's kind of caused my voice to sound like someone going through puberty. So I apologize for that, but here we are. And for some reason I've been guided, like I didn't feel the need in the last 2. Like I felt like somebody was curious about what crystal I have here. I typically have this by my bed. This is celestite, but how pretty is that? But I was guided to pull this out for this reading. I'm not quite sure why, but I do what I'm guided to do. I just trust. It doesn't have to always make sense. Anywho, all right, so for the week ahead, these are just things that could come up for your week, possibly to keep in mind, to focus on, or as something comes up, there may be something here that kind of gives you like a tidbit to take as like, oh yeah, I need to think about this as this comes up. So to start with, you guys have the 4 of Summer and the 6 of Winter. So this is 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords. So I feel like with the energy of these two together, there's been something that has been, I mean, sometimes this is seen as a missed love opportunity, 4 Cups, but what I'm feeling is like this discontent, this energy of discontent, and you're like no longer content with being in a place that either brings you down, doesn't fulfill you. This could be relationships, friendships, your job. Something is just not sitting right with you anymore, and you no longer, it's like all of a sudden you realize you're like, I don't really have to do this anymore. Or you're going to be realizing that, wait, this isn't serving me, and I'm not a tree. I'm not stuck here. I can go. I don't have to, you know, I get change is scary at times, but I feel like this is going to be really in your favor, because the 6 of Swords is very much about moving from almost like chaos to calm. And it doesn't have to be chaos, but it can be stuff that's unfulfilling and moving into something better, like positive changes. This is also can be about traveling or relocating, but it's like this relief of a troubled time, which that 4 of Cups is like, again, that discontentment with life or with somebody or being taken for granted. Like there's going to be a situation that it's like this vibe of like, enough is enough. Like, I'm not going to people please anymore. I'm still going to be kind-hearted. I'm still going to be loving, but I'm going to start putting me first, and I need to move in a direction that fulfills me more instead of worrying about everybody else and putting me last. So it's like, it's this energy of being fed up, but it's propelling you. It's taking that no more energy and moving it forward into what benefits you best. So if you're feeling that, but you don't know where to go, really sit with yourself. Maybe write it down. Go, what do I want? What is it that would fulfill me? Even as silly as it is, it can be anything. And start looking at, okay, well, if I can't do that, what are those emotions? Like say, I want to travel the world. You physically can't travel the world at the time, you know, whatever stipulations holding you back. Instead of just being like, well, I can't do what I want to do, so I'm not doing anything. Go, okay, well, what feeling would that give me? Is there anything in my life that can give me that same type of feeling. Because right now we're trying to shift our vibrations. We're trying to shift into more of like alignment with who we truly are, and how we know who we truly are is by going after the things that make us feel alive, make us feel good, make us feel happy, joyous, all that stuff. So the guidance that they're giving me is taking what it is. If you have like this big dream that you can't obtain, or you think it's just silly and it will never happen, what about that scenario that maybe at this time you can accomplish anything, but at this time may be out of reach? What does that what feeling does that give you, and what can you do now that gets you close to that feeling or mimics that feeling for you? And it can be silly as like going to an aquarium. I don't know why I'm saying an aquarium all the time. Something about watching the fish brings me immense happiness and peace. So it's like, and traveling the world and seeing cool places would give me that same thing. So, okay, I might not be able to go fly across the world and do XYZ because I don't, whatever, situationally, but I can take a moment for myself and go to an aquarium. Again, this doesn't have to be your exact scenario. I'm just trying to give like an analogy for the message that they're giving me, and finding that peace and allowing yourself that moment, even if it's just an hour, whatever, to find the inner peace. Some people that might be going looking at pretty things at Target. I mean, I like to go look at pretty things, and sometimes that gives me peace, like home goods and stuff. I don't buy stuff, but I just like to look at it. So like that little thing, like finding something simple and small. It could be walking out and looking at the trees in nature, going down, meditating somewhere beautiful, things like that. Like find something that you can do that gets you closer to that vibration that you're wanting in your life, that helps you get away from that like discontent feeling. Okay, now that I beat that message, hopefully that helps somebody, helped you see our different way of looking at something. So we'll move on to the next thing. You guys have I love when this works out. Sorry, I get caught up sometimes how this works out, because I don't really look at these. So the land between, and then wish upon a star. So the land between is very much this in between, this energy that I'm talking about. And sometimes it's making the best of where you are at the moment. Like you might not be able to get to the other side of this bridge. You might not be able to get to that big thing just yet, but you can get somewhere in the middle where you're still feeling satisfied, so that light is still popping up through and illuminating your soul and getting you closer to where you want to be. And also it's like appreciating where you are in your journey, because if we get too caught up on the future or where we're going, and we forget to enjoy the present now. And it's like taking a breath, taking a moment and looking around and being like, okay, this isn't the worst situation. Like, what are the good things? What can I be grateful for? Gratitude is very shifting. Gratitude is transformative. Like it's when you can be grateful for things, like so many more things that you to be grateful for will pour into your life. Trust me, it's so true. And when you really step into that feeling, and it's that vibration of where you want to be. So again, making those small shifts to get into alignment with the vibration that you want in your life, you'll start attracting more in. And that's really very much what like the law of attraction and stuff is being in the vibration of the thing that you want. So if you can't have that thing, find the closest thing to get you to the closest vibration for that. I hope that's all making sense for you guys. But so it's like honoring this in between. Like you guys may be in this in between, but also just respecting that's part of your journey, and it's okay. Things don't always, I know we want everything to happen yesterday, but it's finding the pleasure in the in betweens, and where we are can be magical too. You can enjoy every moment of every day, or at least a big moment of your day, by looking for things to enjoy about it. Like if you're looking for opportunities, you're going to find them. If you're looking for all the bad things, you're going to find it. So it's what you choose to focus on can really shift a lot of things. All right, and then we have Wish Upon a Star, which I love this card because as a kid, and I still do it to this day, if I walk outside and it's nighttime and first star I see, I say the whole like starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight, wish I may, wish I might have this wish I wish tonight, and I make a wish. And it's fun and it's playful, and my guides, like the message of play has been coming in so big, not just for me, but for the collective, of stop being so serious. Like like, learn to play, like, have fun. Like, we're here to experience, like, we came to earth to experience this beautiful life, and we've gotten caught up in the doing and the being and the value behind being productive, and we've forgotten to just play. And I don't know, I feel compelled to tell somebody, if you're driving on the street, you see like a park that might nobody be at, yeah, pull over your car and go swing on a swing for 5 minutes. You may feel silly, but something about it's going to be releasing for you. Finding those childhood moments that fill you up, that to bring you back to yourself. Just even like playing with a child, like watching a child play as well, like watching them laugh, watching this simple thing that lights them up, and being like, you can have that too, because anything can make you happy. You can see a flower and you can dismiss it, or you can be like, wow, that's really beautiful, and it can bring you that joy within you. So hopefully this isn't coming across super preachy or anything, guys. This is just coming from a very loving place of my guides are just like, you guys can have it all, just choose to see it. So I hope that's coming through in a valuable way for you guys. Okay, so moving on, we have travel. So, travel was here. So some of you guys could be actually traveling, or looking at old travel photos is coming up for me too. Or potentially, if there's a place that you want to visit and say you can't go just yet, also watching like travel videos where people have been there, and instead of being like, that's not fair, I can't go, or I'm jealous because I want to be there, look at it as like, wow, I get to see some of this stuff, and one day I will experience it, but for now I'm going to use this video as a visualization for me being there, for me being that vibration of being there, because that will also put you on path for manifesting getting there as well. And then we have spying. So this is more of like the love side. So somebody's watching you guys, possibly on social media, through their phone. I know we've been in a very deep, this whole reading has been super deep, but I'm also a super deep person, and I've been holding that back a lot in my readings, and I'm just going to be more authentic to me. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. If not, sorry, I'm going to be me. But anywho, but back to this slightly less deep message is somebody is, either looking at old pictures of you, looking at your social media. I'm seeing someone texting and then texting, erasing, but someone's looking in on you. So someone's keeping an eye on you, not necessarily creepily spying, but they're just keeping tabs on you. So they want you to know that if you think someone's forgotten about you, they have not. All right, to turn it back down to deep messages, I was guided to pull this deck right before I started this reading. So I'm going to see what you guys need to hear. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. Too many popped out on that, so I love these cards. Sorry, I'm being guided to shuffle. Okay, so what message for pile 3, please, before we do more love messages and charms? This one. It says lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So I need you guys to know how special that you are, that you guys have so many gifts and stuff that you can tap into. Like, everyone has gifts. Everyone can do it. You just have to allow it and trust it and believe in yourself. So it's like realizing that there's a piece of you that's locked in there, and maybe it's time to unfold that. Also, I'm hearing like Atlantis for somebody, so somebody might have a tie to Atlantis, or even watching something about Atlantis might spark something in you guys, like the lost city of Atlantis. But just know that you guys have done this before. You guys are amazing creators, and it's time to step into that power. All right, so back to love messages. All right, I'm going to do a love message from each of the set of zodiac signs, like as in earth, water, fire, air. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, this is what they'd want to say. Oop, okay. I need you because I love you. So earth sign, you don't have to have a person for each of these, because there's so many of you guys that watch these. So next we're going to do water sign. If you're dealing with a water sign, what would they say? My heart never knew loneliness until you walked away. I'm missing you. So you're being missed. So for fire sign, oh, we got 2. Okay. You're the best thing that happened to me in a long time, and I'm thinking about you right now. So that's the fire sign. Okay, and then last but not least is air sign. I don't know. I do air sign last because I'm air sign. I don't know why. I feel like everybody, I don't know. Anyways, air sign. I don't need to evaluate everything. Apologize. I smile whenever I get a message from you. Sorry, I smile when I get a message from you. I just got an alert that my phone is on low battery, but I have it plugged in. Sorry guys, I record on an old phone. Let me take this off and put this back in. Technical issues. All right, we're just gonna keep going. Hopefully this doesn't cut out and I can get through all of your guys' thing. All right. It was my guys thing. Hurry up, Joy. All right, so for your zodiac that you could be dealing with this week, you guys have Virgo. So earth sign. For your letters. Oh, I had one fall out, of course. I'm trying to hurry. Things are falling in over. Okay, we have an R, an N, a T, a P, an O, and a T. So those could be letters, initials, a place somewhere that's important to you. Feel free to look at that. I'm sorry I'm rushing through this. I just don't want my phone to die in the middle of this. All right, so for pile 3, what charms for this week? What last little bit of messages do they need? You guys got the number 2. I didn't even know I had this. Little seahorse here. So seahorses tend to mate for life, so there's like a soulmate energy that comes through for me for that. We have a compass. We have the word and. We have a little skeleton here. We have a plant growing, and this person that's kind of like, this is like, feels very self-care kind of thing for me. So for this week, you know, checking in with yourself, seeing where you need to be, growing from the inside. So also with this, there could be a seed that you've planted or someone's planted a seed like in your mind that's going to be growing this week. Something that's been previously invested in is going to be blooming this week. We have a skeleton here, so you may be finding out a truth about someone, like kind of like that skeleton in the closet. It doesn't always have to be bad, but what they're giving me is just like unknown information is going to be coming up this week, but not to be afraid of it. It's just going to help give you some clarity to what's going on. Again, we had the number 2, the word and. They're kind of giving me like a joining, like they showed me the 2 of Cups. So for some reason, again, that soulmate energy, but this coming together in connection this week could be unfolding for you guys. Let's see, anything else? Oh, this compass. So yeah, like this path, this where you're going, this travel, this finding your forward trajectory is really going to be big and poignant for you guys this week. And I don't know, I keep seeing something blooming from maybe fall, like something was planted or something happened with you and maybe another person. I don't know why they're giving me fall, but that might just be for one person. But something that's been planted is going to be blooming this week and growing and coming to fruition. So there you guys go. I hope this helped. I hope that you found value in my words. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.